All right, y'all, I'm back, and this is part 2 of testimony time. So in part 1, we talked about how basically I went 20 days without knowing about the infection. Let's get a little bit into that, but I don't want y'all to miss the message of what's truly to come. So within the 20 days before I was able to take down my hair and discovered the burn, I literally was still with my friend. Like, we were hanging out, we were living good, like we were spending every day together. But then it got to the point where I got sick, and I got sick for like a week. Within that 20 days though, I'm not gonna lie, I felt beautiful. I got my mom hair done, I got my daughter's hair done. Like, I'm communicating with the partner at this point. Like, yeah, you did me good. Like, you can tell I just had no idea. Like, you did me excellent. Yo, I need you to do my mom hair. It's Mother's Day coming up. I get my mom hair done, I get my daughter's hair done. This is how much trust I just had. Like, I truly didn't think anything was wrong. Now let's speed up back to when I went to the doctors. The first emergency room I went to, it was like 12 o'clock at night. Like, mind you, I told you guys that me and my friend had got into it, and I no longer heard from her, like, at all. She said bye to me, and we had words, and we didn't talk anymore. But in that hospital room, after discovering my head, I had a doctor basically just tell me, look, you need to go to your primary care doctor. And he put a bandage on my head, y'all. So then I'm going to my primary, and when I see my primary doctor, she immediately just asked me, like, what happened? Explain it to me. And she prescribed me new medicine for my head. And like, I had to change doctors within this whole predicament because my primary couldn't see me until a long time, so I had to switch my whole primary care doctor. So when I switched my primary care doctor, that's when I met my doctor now, and basically she prescribed me ointment, and well, I had two doctors. The one before just prescribed me the ointment, and then the other one prescribed me more antibiotics to get the infection out of my head. Once I got to the primary doctor, y'all, she seen how, like, just out of place I was. I mean, I had spent days just crying, months. Like, well, yeah, this happened in May, so it was months just crying. But when I met her, it was at the beginning of my journey, and she could see how broken I was and how much, like, I needed to tend to the wound, because the wound needed care, like, care. My insurance didn't cover the care that it needed, so I basically had to take the job up myself. Like, I don't know how I was able to do that. So the wound care was me to clean it twice a day and make sure that I wouldn't have any pus or any lingering liquid coming out of my head. So at that point, it caused for me to take off of work because physically I wasn't okay. Spiritually I was not okay, and then, like, mentally I started to just deteriorate. So I'm going through this trial. I don't got no friends really. Like, I had a friend, like, besides the bestie that I had, that, like, she was there for me, but she had her own troubles too. So it was like we kind of drifted out during this process too. So I have the person I was beefing with the most, my love of my life, and he was there for me, and he, along with my brothers, my sister-in-laws, and my cousins, like, they all played a part in, like, helping God piece me back together. Like, God is able to do, but he'll also send you people. Like, he's going to do. He has done. He sends you just who you need, not who you want. So in in those moments while he was sending me people, I was just like still so sad. I was sad and like really, really, really deep in depression. I cried every night. And like it's true when they say weeping may endure for a night, but joy. Crying every night. And every morning came joy. But I held on. I've been the angriest I ever been. I held on to that anger, and I was holding on and holding on and holding on. Whew. Because at that time, like throughout this whole process of discovering it, I had went to a dermatologist, and you know, with the dermatologist telling you, you know, your hair is not going to grow back. That was one thing. Then the wound care that had to go with to healing the head, I ended up having to take 6 weeks off of work. That turned in more time, but not being able to go to work. I'm in my thoughts. I'm in depression. It just felt like the devil had his foot on my neck, and I didn't see the light. I was in just darkness, and I didn't see the light. But like I said, God will send you exactly who you need. So within going to church, y'all, I'm going to church, but I still feel that sadness. There's somebody there who gravitates to me. She knows my family. She knows me very well. So I asked her to be my mentor. Y'all, it was the best thing I could do for myself. And I needed guidance. And my cousin told me, like, I can't help you. God can help you. And you go to a good church, and they have leaders who can help you. So initially, I'm not even telling my mentor exactly what I'm going through, but she sent me messages every other day, every day, every 3 days, every 4 days. Whenever God put it upon her heart, she hit me up and she sent me encouraging words. In darkness, you're going to find the light. So with those encouraging words, y'all, she invited me to Bible study. I'm already in a choir still, but so much had been going on that I felt myself slipping. Like I didn't tell certain friends about what was going on because I knew what they were on. So I'm like, I don't want to go retaliate. I just want to forgive. Something about learning about forgiveness, y'all. Within my mentor guiding me to Bible study, guiding me to read my Bible more, I already had started to read the Bible, but to have an understanding is different. Y'all, I think the first Bible study I attended, I learned about a man named Joseph. In that Bible study, oh my gosh, the level of forgiveness he displayed, I said, Lord, you are looking down on me. And I just had self-conviction. Because in the Bible, if you don't know the story of Joseph had brothers. But Joseph's father favored him over his brothers. And because of that, his brothers were jealous. And they sold him off. Well, they tried to kill him initially, but they sold him off. Y'all, when I'm telling y'all I'm learning so much. But I went to Bible study, and I learned about how, his brothers ended up needing him in the end. And even though they mistreated him and they did not do him right, Joseph still forgave them. And he still loved them. Now me, I'm like, God, I want to forgive like Joseph. I want to forgive like Joseph. I want to be like Joseph. But y'all, when I tell you, every time you desire to do good, evil presents itself. Y'all. But thank you for listening to Testimony Time Part 2. I hope you come back for Part 3.